What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. My name is of course Paul. I normally do these at the end of the year, but I've decided I'm going to spread things out a little bit. I've got 4 of these style videos planned for this year, but this one is going to get done now, and then there's going to be an iPad one, then a Pixel one, and then a MacBook one, but the MacBook may actually be incorporated with the iPad, so stay tuned for that one. But it's time to take a look at what's on my XS Max. Now, I've had this since launch day. Currently, let's go through what's actually on the iPhone physically. Before we jump into the apps, let's talk about what's actually on it. So, this is the XS Max battery case from Apple. I've been using this now for the last couple of weeks and I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting a day's worth of battery life out the case and then a day out my phone. So 2 days worth of battery life on the XS Max with this battery case. And obviously I'm going to a few events soon. This is going to come in so handy. On the front, it's currently rocking a tempered glass screen protector, which has been on from day one. It's full of fingerprints right now. A couple of little marks on the bottom, nothing to be worried about, but it stood the test of time. I'm pretty happy with it. I will change it soon. This is the current wallpaper I'm rocking. This is from Zedge. I have changed this a few times, however this is the one that stuck with me for the last month or so. So there it is. So let's jump into my top row of apps. So if you've watched my what's on my iPhone videos in the past, you know that my home screen has mostly always looked like this. So starting from the top, the Messages app, obviously iMessage etc. runs through there, FaceTime and WhatsApp. Then the camera one on the top 2. I do use the camera a lot, however I am starting to use the Pixel as my main shooter when I'm out and about right now. I mean, there's 2 phones in my pocket, 9 times out of 10 I'm pulling out that Pixel phone. Navigation folder, Google Maps and Maps I don't tend to use anymore. What I tend to use now is Waze. It gives you real-time roadworks, potholes, you know. There's a lot of good stuff on Waze that you need to check out. If you're not on Waze and you've been using Google Maps, I suggest you check out Waze. The calendar app I don't tend to use on this. I do tend to use the Google Calendar app, but I don't put it on the iPhone. I just leave it on the Pixel. The Photos app and the Weather app, then the Clock app. Now I've never known a tone to strike fear and to cause anxiety than this. That causes me so much anxiety, but it gets me out of bed every morning, which is just insane. Mail app, this has got all my Hotmail accounts in it that I'm still currently using, but I don't use for business purposes. This is just personal emails and receipts etc. The Notes app, I'm constantly in the Notes app. I'm making notes for videos, I'm making, you know, edits on the go. I'm looking at video ideas, upcoming video ideas. But there is a new app that I've found that I'm currently starting to use across all my devices, which I'll talk about a bit later on. The YouTube folder, I've got YouTube to watch videos, YouTube Studio is to reply to you guys and see how the videos are getting on. AdSense is to check revenue from YouTube when I was making money from YouTube, and obviously from my websites as well. Virgin Atlantic is to check upcoming flights that I've got, make sure they're all on time, you know, check in, obviously seats and make sure the plane's on time etc. But all my upcoming flights are currently in there. Q Car Park rewards, that has changed. You used to scan 5 tickets and you'd get a free parking. Now you no longer get that, you now get discounts in shops. Listening, Apple Music, I do use Apple Music, and also the podcasts app. I listen to podcasts on the iPhone through the car mostly, but when I'm on the plane and in America I will use the podcast app for by the pool, or if I'm doing a bit of gym work I'll use the podcast app. Utilities is just an Apple folder full of junk. That's all that's for. It's just full of like Apple junk that I don't really use, but some important stuff in there that I may need in the future. Apple Store, self-explanatory to buy things. The App Store, self-explanatory and settings. The bottom dock, this is how I have my bottom dock set out. This is how I've had it set out on every iPhone since the iPhone 6, I believe. This is how I've had it. So phone, Gmail, which is all my business emails, Safari, and of course Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, link in the description down below this video. So if we scan across, on the top row there on the second page, contacts, I've got a business folder which has got me WordPress, which has got 2 websites on it, Anchor for the podcast, Bitly so I can add links into videos, and obviously I can keep real-time track of how many views and stuff that they've had. It's really interesting to see. Fiverr I've got on almost every device, as it's nice to, if you need like a new logo etc, jump on there, put it out there, and people respond and say I'd like to work and do your logo, and obviously you pay them a set amount for that. Dropbox for all my files that I tend to get sent from press releases etc is in Dropbox, and Speed Test for testing internet, especially in hotels where I know it's bad. Connected apps, what I've got in here is of course the connected app for my car, where I can lock the car. If I'm away from the car, I can lock it from the app. I can check its last location, and also I can flash the lights and sound the horn from the app. Canon Camera Connect is for the Canon 80D that I'm recording on. Play Memories is for my RX100, so I can obviously just take a picture, transfer it over, put it on Instagram etc, you know, social media. Headphones is for my Sony WH-1000 Mark IIs. I don't have the Mark III, I've got the Mark II, and you know what, I don't see any sense in upgrading right now. They are absolutely perfect. GoPro, I've got 2 GoPros, so it's nice to have that, especially when you're doing car videos, and I tend to put the GoPro on the outside of the car. It's nice to have, make sure it's still there. The Verb app is for the dashcam. Reviewed that dashcam further on down the video, a few videos ago. Go and check that out if you haven't already. If you're looking for a dashcam, check out the Garmin 55 and check out that video. I'll put it in the description down below for you. Philips Hue, I've got Philips Hue in the room here, and obviously Google is here too to control it. The Tile app, I've got a Tile Sport and a normal Tile, and I've got them one on my car keys and one on something else, which I can't remember where it is, but it's on something. DJI Mimo, I have got a DJI Osmo Pocket. There's a video coming on that very soon. This is a cool app. On the top, Tether, I've got a separate Wi-Fi network in the room that controls Philips Hue etc. Front row is for the little tiny social media camera. I've reviewed that in the past too. It's a cool camera, I'm still using it. It's in my camera bag. Google Home, controlling my Chromecast and Google Mini. Forward Pass and the DJI Go 4 app. We may have a drone. Entertainment folder, Odeon for the cinema. Netflix, of course, do watch a bit of Netflix now and again. Shazam, NFL Fantasy for my fantasy team, IMDb, the Everton app, I don't tend to go in it, that can actually be deleted. Sky Plus, so if I'm out and about and there's something on the telly I want to record, I can record it straight from the app and it'll record on the Skybox at home. My car check to reds check cars etc when I was looking, and decibel meter for checking the decibel of videos etc, and sometimes car exhausts. Gaming, in the gaming app I've got Twitch. I do watch a bit of streaming now and again, and hopefully I'm getting into a bit of streaming myself, but more on that in the future when it comes available. I'll let you know once that all hits in and it's all ready to go. The Xbox app, reply to you, well, some subscribers and friends that are on the Xbox. Just lately we're obviously announcing that I'm bringing gaming to this channel. I've had a few people reach out, and obviously, you know, we became friends on Xbox and they talk to me through the app, and obviously I go online with them on Forza and I talk to them through the mic etc, so it's all good. If you want to add me, by the way, link in the description below this video too. The PS app is for my PS4, again link in the description if you want to add me. iFruit is for GTA, 8-ball pool and flip skater. I do play 8-ball pool every now and again. My Orlando folder has got the Universal Florida app in it for when I'm there, and obviously to check on my annual pass to see when it's up for renewal etc. Disney World, so I can check wait times and book rides in advance before I get there. Dialer Flight is the company that I use for all my flights to Orlando. If you want to check Dialer Flight out, then be sure to Google them, or I'll try and leave a link for them in the description down below. Definitely worthwhile if you're looking at going anywhere. They will find you a great flight. Orlando MCO is the Orlando airport. And Manchester Airport, again, that's to book parking and fast tracking through security. IAPA Expos, I attend IAPA almost every year now, and I'm also going this year as well in November. This is for when you're on the show floor and you need to find something really quickly. Instead of trying to find a map and going to that place, you can just go to that, find out what booth they're in, and then go straight to the booth. The Crown Plaza, that's where I stay when I'm away. The Crown Plaza Universal, that's the one I always stay in, and that connects to the IHG app, which is over here too. That's where I get all my points. I'm a Spire Elite member. I can't go any higher than that right now. I'm actually like the top level of where you can be on the IHG rewards, and Red is also for duty free in the airport. You get some discounts through Red, so remember that if you're ever in the airport and you're going to duty free, download Red and get your discounts. My photography folder, this is where I'm in almost every single day. The apps that I tend to use here are on the top row. It's Camera Plus, lens distortions is super cool. You like to add that bit of flair, etc. It's really nice to use, especially on certain photos. Lightroom is where I'm always at across all my devices, whether it be the Pixel, the iPad or the MacBook. That's where I'm in to edit photos, is on Lightroom. Photoshop Fix I use now and again. I'm not that good at it. I'm getting a bit better with Photoshop, but not 100% just yet. Fonto, to add text to photo really quickly. Want to make a quick thumbnail for YouTube and add a bit of text to it, I use Fonto. Colour Splash is to basically black and white the photo and then just add a bit of colour where you need it. If you're doing a cool photo that you think would look cool in black and white, and then just add the colour back into it. iMovie, basically it's been on my phone since my MacBook failed on me a few months back. When I was doing the daily vlogging, I was using my iPhone to edit the video to get it uploaded. Photoshop Express, Photoswap I don't really tend to use. Pass Classic is where I kept all my wedding photos for clients that wanted to view them. I could send them the link to Pass and they could just view all the photos on there and download them, or send them on to family members if they wanted to. Rush I haven't really used. Pixaloop I haven't used. Alpenglow is actually on another screen, which I'll show you in a bit. Layout, Retouch and Cut Story, pretty self-explanatory stuff. In my shopping folder, eBay, Amazon, StockX, Goat, Argos is for electricals and stuff like that, it's in the UK. JD Sports, clothing, it's in the UK. Nando's, Wish, sneakers, the DJI store, Soul Links and Very for when I need to order some clothes. That's what apps I tend to use for shopping, but I'm in eBay, I'd say 9 times out of 10 there, and StockX for trainers. In my social folder, you've got Facebook, Twitter, Facebook pages. I've got a few pages right now. Facebook Messenger, Snapchat. I'm still on Snapchat. I'm still an active user. I do use it, and I have got Snapchat spectacles as well. But I know people have said it's dying, but I still like Snapchat. Periscope when I want to do a live stream for Twitter. When I'm on Orlando tours, that's the app that I use. LinkedIn, it's always good to be on LinkedIn to you know, hook up with people, you know, get them connections that you need, especially through YouTube. The Reddit app, and of course IGTV. I have made an IGTV video, done quite well, but obviously no one tends to use it anymore, but you know, it's still a good app. Then Shortcuts, which I'll show you in a sec. Rotate Video was for IGTV. When I made the video, I edited it through iMovie, and then I basically had to rotate the video round so that it went to portrait. And TickTick is the app that I wanted to talk to you about before. This is my new notes app, which is going to sync across all my devices. So when I'm making notes for videos, it's going to sync across them all. I'm not going to lose them in case, you know, a phone breaks or whatever. I found this through MKBHD, and you know what, it's absolutely perfect. So make sure, if you've got multiple devices, download TickTick. It's also available on your MacBook, you know, Android. It's available across all of them. So that's it for that. But if we scan right across, you've got like obviously your widgets, which Apple are calling them. What I've got in widgets is Big Day. Now, as you can see, they're all the events that I've got coming up pretty soon in the next 100 days at the top. And then 2 Orlando trips right at the very bottom again. Me subscriber count, which is 997 as you've seen earlier on. My batteries, normally I've got obviously the AirPods and of course Apple Watch that both come up on this when you've got them on. But smart battery is on 0 right now and the iPhone is on 100%. Then if we just go down a bit further, I'll come back to shortcuts in a second. Alpenglow is a cool app for when you want to check for obviously sun rising and sun setting, and obviously checking out which different hour will get you the best results for video and photos. I always like shooting at sunrise and sunset, as you get the nicer photo, and obviously it looks really good on video with that lovely nice clear blue sky with the sun just shining in the last minute. Looks really cool. Weather app is on the bottom as one of the widgets. As you can see, I've got 2 new widgets available, but I haven't used them yet. Now shortcuts. If you want to see a full video on shortcuts and what shortcuts I've got, let me know in the description. And if you want to see what shortcuts I'm currently using, let me know in the comments down below, and what I'll do is I'll make a separate video on shortcuts and I'll link them all for you in the description of the video. Not in this one, but in another video. So you can check out all the different shortcuts that you can have on your iPhone. Some of these are really handy. Like, we struggle when we're away, obviously with food. So what I downloaded on here was Flip a Coin. So as you can see, tails, basically pick 2 restaurants and then just literally flip the coin, heads, and then flip it again, heads. So obviously you could do best of 3 if you wanted to, and obviously pick your restaurant that you're going to go to, and there's other stuff on there which I can show you in a separate video. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this one. It was just a nice look at what's on my iPhone XS Max right now. Obviously subject to change, but it hasn't changed in the last couple of years. Obviously new apps have come in. You still find yourself in that routine where you're just using the same apps like over and over. Obviously I've got a couple of videos coming up. I've got a what's on my Pixel 3 video, as well as a what's on my iPad Pro video. So make sure you stay tuned for them. There's going to be a lot of other stuff coming up. Drop a like if you liked it, drop a sub if you loved it. If you do sub, it means a lot to me. Be sure to let me know that you've subbed. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I truly appreciate it. This has been What's on My iPhone. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Take it easy, everyone. I'll see you all soon. I can check it.